Good morning, children. Today I am going to start second chapter in English grammar, that is the sentence. Sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense or complete thought is called a sentence. Again, a group of words which makes complete sense is called sentence. If there is no sense of a group of words, that means it's not a sentence. Sentence must have a complete sense. Sentence must have a complete sense. Then only it's a sentence. Otherwise, if there is no sense, it's not a sentence. Second thing, a sentence must start with capital letter and ends with full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. Again, a sentence must start with capital letter and ends with full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. Now see second point. A sentence contain a subject and a predicate and express a complete thought. It means sentence contain two things. One is subject and one is predicate, and they both together express a complete thought. Now see what is subject and what is predicate. Subject means naming part, predicate means telling part. Subject means naming part and predicate means telling part. Here subject naming part means it tells who or what the sentence is about. It tells who or what the sentence is about. Means we are talking about whom we are talking. Like if we are talking about rose, lotus, earth, a man, a lady, so that is called whom we are talking about. This is naming part. Subject can be a noun, can be pronoun or can be noun phrase. Okay? Now see predicate telling part. It tells what someone or something is or does. It tells what someone or something is or does. Means what we are talking about. What we are talking about, the thing, a person, a country, or anything. What we are talking about, this is called predicate. Now see one example of subject. The apple is red. Here, what we are talking? We are talking about apple. So, apple is what? The apple is your subject. And what we are talking is red. This is your predicate. Okay? Now see in the next example. Here, Mr. Bird lost his head. Here, first you find out what is subject. Here, Mr. Bird is subject. Lost his head is predicate. Okay? So, predicate is showing action. Okay? Predicate is showing, telling us what we are talking. Mr. Bird lost his head. Now see next. Some more examples. The dog is looking for something to eat. Here first you have to find what is subject. Here subject is what? The dog is our subject. The dog is our subject. Is looking for something to eat is predicate. Okay. Now see the second one. The sun is very far away from the earth. Here subject is what? The sun is our subject. Is very far away from the earth is predicate. Now next. She fell asleep on the bench. Here what is the subject? She. She is pronoun. She is a subject, then fell asleep on the bench is predicate. Next, my books are lying on the table. Here my books are what? My books are subject. Are lying on the table is predicate. I hope you understood now. Now see some more examples in your book. See the first exercise. Underline the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. See the first one. Now see. Mahatma Gandhi is the father of our nation. Here, subject is what? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is subject. Is the father of our nation is predicate. Okay. Now see the second one. Air contains many gases. Here air is our subject. Then contains many gases, predicate. Okay. Now Ooty and Shimla are hill station in India. Here Ooty and Shimla both are subject. A hill station in India, predicate. Now next, the guest had a hearty meal. Here the guest, subject. This is subject. Had a hearty meal, predicate. This one is subject. So what you have to do, you just have to underline and write S for subject and P for predicate. Okay. Now see the next one. Cricket is a game played between two teams. Here what is subject? Here subject is cricket. Cricket is subject. Is a game played between two teams are predicate. Now next one. Walking is the best exercise. Here we are talking about what? We are talking about walking. Walking is a subject. Is the best exercise, predicate. Now next one. Mr. Satish Sharma is going abroad. Here noun is given. Mr. Satish Sharma is subject. Is going abroad, predicate. Somebody is knocking the door. Here somebody is what? Somebody is subject. What he is doing? He is knocking the door. So knocking the door is your predicate. Now a king lives in a palace. Who lives in a palace? A king. So king is a subject. Lives in a palace, predicate. Now see the last one. India is the largest democracy in the world. India is subject. Is the largest democracy in the world is predicate. I hope you understood this. Subject and predicate. Now see the next exercise. Add suitable subjects or predicates to the following. What you have to do, you just have to add any subject. Where subject needed, you have to fill subject, or when subject is given, you have to add predicate. Okay, so here the sun is subject, it's given. Now you have to add predicate. Anything you can write related to this subject. It's your choice. Now you can see the sun rises in the east. You can write the sun rises in the east, or you can write any sentence about the sun. Second, the Himalayas. It's also a subject. Subject is given. Now you have to add predicate. The Himalayas are the highest mountain peak. The Himalayas are the highest mountain peak. Now third one, no subject is given. Only predicates are given. 3, 4, 5 predicates are given. Now you have to add subject. See third one, dash worship in a temple. Who worship in a temple? Hindus. So you have to add a subject. Hindus worship in a temple. Next, dash is our country, so you can write your country name. India is our country, so India is a subject. Now fifth one, dash is easy to learn. So according to you, what is easy to learn? You can write here. So you can write English is easy to learn, Hindi is easy to learn, anything. Now sixth one, children dash. Children, here subject. Now you have to add some predicate. Children loves ice cream, or you can write children loves playing games. Now next, fish. Fish lives in water. Next, eighth one, no subject is given, predicate is given. Dash fly in the air. So you can write anything that can fly in the air. Birds fly in the air. Ninth, a policeman. Subject is given. A policeman catches thieves. A policeman catches thieves. 10. Dash see with our eyes. We see with our eyes. Now, your next topic is types of sentences. Okay. Now, see, types of sentences. First one, declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence. First, we will see declarative sentence. Declarative sentence means declarative sentences are statements. They may be affirmative or negative. Affirmative means positive or negative. Declarative means these are the sentence like just giving information, like tomorrow will be a holiday. Okay, tomorrow will be a holiday. The sun rises in the east. Anything that is declared, that gives information, and nothing to ask in this sentence. No need of answer of these type of sentence. So this is called declarative sentence. See the example. I am happy. Affirmative means positive. I am happy. I am not happy. Negative. As I told you, to make negative sentence, we have to add not. We have to add a word not to make a negative sentence. Now see the next imperative sentence. Imperative sentence express a command or an order, a request, an advice, or a suggestion. Imperative sentence express a command. In a sentence, if there is any command or an order, command and order are equal. A request, when we say please, it's a request. An advice or suggestion means if someone is in trouble, then we can give a suggestion or some advice. We can give our suggestion or advice of our own self, or when someone asks anything, then also we can give any advice or suggestion. Suggestion and advice, it's depend on the person if they want to take the suggestion or follow, or if they don't want to follow our suggestion. Okay. Now, an imperative sentence may be affirmative or negative. Just like declarative sentence, affirmative, this is also imperative sentence also can be positive or negative. See the example. Sit here, affirmative. Don't sit here, negative. Okay. Now we have to see some more example of imperative sentence as it include command and order. See some examples of command and order. Be there at 5 p.m. Clean your room. Close the door. Complete your work now. These type of sentence are called command and order. Don't forget that command and order is only given by our elders or seniors. Juniors or we people cannot give command or order to our senior person or our parents or our teachers. Okay? So command and order is like this. Now see the request. Give me a pen, please. Can you please help me? Whenever we are using a word please, it means we are requesting. Okay? Now advice or suggestions. You should take some rest. When we can say this? If we see someone is working for all the day, then we can say this, you should take some rest. It's an advice. You should study harder. If you see someone fail in some subject or weak in some subject, then we can say this, you should study harder. Or you should work hard. Now, you should go to the dentist. When we can say this? We can say this, we can give this advice when if someone having toothache, then we can say this, you should go to the dentist. These are the advice or suggestion. It's depend on the person if they want this suggestion or not. I hope you understood this imperative sentence. Just see this again. It includes command and order, request and advice or suggestion. This also can be positive or negative. Now we have to see the exercise. Come to see exercise. Change the following statements to negative forms. Sentences are given. We have to make it negative. They thanked me for my help. They thanked, it means it's a past tense. According to the tense, we have to put not. Okay? See, they thanked me for my help. They didn't thank me for my help. She came to the party last night. She came. It's also a past tense. She came. She didn't came to the party last night. I like to eat at restaurant. It's a simple present tense. I don't like to eat at restaurants. The food was tasty. Past tense. Was. So we have to write wasn't. The food wasn't tasty. He is very helpful. Present. He isn't very helpful. The doctors have given up hope. The doctors haven't given up hope. The tickets are available. The tickets aren't available. Okay? I hope you understood this exercise. Now, your next topic is what? As I taught you just now, imperative sentence. See this exercise D. Change the following to negative commands. Here commands are given. Sing that song again. Don't sing that song again. Turn off the TV. Don't turn off the TV. Keep the books here. Don't keep the books here. Tell me your problem. Don't tell me your problem. Eat this. Don't eat this. Leave this place. Don't leave this place. Shut the door. Don't shut the door. You just have to add don't. In this exercise, you have to put only don't in front of all the sentence. Then it becomes negative commands. Now your next topic is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences are sentences which ask question. Questions are of different types. First, yes or no questions. These are questions which have yes or no for answer. Example, is she a doctor? yes, she is, or you can say no, she is not. This type of question you just have to answer in yes or no. Now, second type of question is question words question. Question word questions. These questions may be formed by using question word like who, whose, which, what, when, where, why, and how. These are the question words. What is your name? Where are you going? Why you are doing this? How old are you? These type of question we already knowing. So these are called question words question. Now next type of question is question tags. A question tag is a short question added to a statement asking for either agreement or confirmation. Like question tag is a question that added a statement. See the example. You have done your homework, haven't you? Means a statement is given already, then it is asking, haven't you? You have done your homework, haven't you? So these type of question are called question tags. Dear students, I'm going to end this video now. We will do next exercise in next video. Please see this all once again for better understanding. Otherwise, you will forget this all. We will meet on Monday.